Hello, and welcome to the first ever Stop It Now podcast. If you're tuning in, we really appreciate you this early on. We hope that you're getting a lot of entertainment out of this between Garrett and myself, so we just want to kick it right off. Thanks so much. All right. We're just taking a brief moment for Garrett to get his stuff out. So I think he's ready now.
Welcome.
All right. I guess I should do an intro, right? To everybody. This
recording?
is the first one. Yeah, I am recording. Yeah. Those are those red bars right there.
Cool. Yeah, leave that on me.
Cool. Yeah, you want to leave it on?
Yeah.
You don't want to okay. So I guess I'll start off with saying that this is the first one we've ever done.
Don't look at
This
the
is
camera.
long overdue. Yeah, I had a bad habit right there. I looked at it again. All right, so we've been doing this for a long time. We've been living together for a long time. And over all this time, we've been wanting to do something like this, but we just haven't done it yet.
Right. Right.
So here we are, finally, 4 years later.
And I fucked you up one time because we were gonna do it in one of our houses,
Mhm.
and I suggested that we play Super Smash Brothers while we did it,
Did that?
and then we ended
We
up
just
not
did that
even-
instead.
Then we ended up just going like, oh, you got me,
Yeah.
nice, you know, the
Yeah.
whole time.
So, so my name's Doug. This is Garrett. And we want to get started. The reason that I was doing this was because I just was messing around with a lot of creative stuff on my iPad, and I've been wanting to utilize that for a long time. Just haven't found a good purpose for it yet. So, got a good editing software, got a good got good microphones, cameras. It kind of seems like we have all the puzzle pieces. We just haven't put them together.
Right. Need to
So-
do something. Put something out in the world.
Yeah, right. So
Damn it.
for the first episode, I was thinking maybe we could do something to figure out what we would want to call it. I had something called Stop It Now.
That was kind of cool.
It was kind of fire, right?
Yeah,
that sounds like a podcast title.
But it could just come naturally.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
think what we'll do is we'll go through the whole thing. We'll just get all the audio down, and then whatever joke is the funniest, we'll just name it after
Possibly.
like
Possibly.
hamburger seeds or some dumb shit.
Hamburger
like that.
seeds.
We
That's
can
a good
name it
idea.
hamburger.
That's number one on the docket
Episode hamburger seeds.
right now. Hamburger seeds, episode
Yeah.
6.
Or maybe do a collaboration of photos of all the topics that we talk about. That could be something that we do as well.
Photos.
Yeah, some people do. Some people do pictures of videos that they reviewed, or some people do the GQ is overrated, so they do GQ with a cancel symbol on it or something like that. Yeah, so I guess we'll introduce ourselves a little bit too, so people that don't listen to us or don't know us personally can kind of know who we are and what we do for fun. So I guess we'll go over me first.
Can I introduce you and you introduce me?
Yeah.
All right, so
You doing it first?
hey guys, this is Doug.
Oh, I see.
He's about 5'6" in height, in stature.
Big skeletal structure, big balls.
He carries a lot of milk on him, just at all times. Just collects it. I mean, it's kind of his thing until it gets a little rotted, and then he puts it under his bed. He's a bartender. I work with him at the
Finally
same
some
place.
Cool.
Yep.
Nice. I like where you went with the milk under the bed thing. That was great.
Well, I wanted to tell the truth.
I didn't know if you. I didn't know if you knew about that. I didn't know he knew about that either. And speaking of milk and growth and big skeletal structures, big fucking skeletal structure. Oops, I cussed first.
Structure.
Oh fuck. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah, are you
Garrett,
gonna- are you
middle
gonna-
name James. I don't give a fuck. I
I was
really
about
don't.
to say, what do you think about that?
We could those when people do the or they do the boop.
I hate the annoying ones. There's sometimes we watch it and they cuss and it's like beep. You know, it's like, bro, you didn't have to do all that.
What?
Just
give
literally
me a
make
little
it silent.
keynote. Just
Yeah.
give me a little
something. Yeah.
Yeah, something small.
It made me so mad. I had to turn it off.
I don't know.
And I was
If
gonna
it's
love
really
it.
that annoying, then I'll do it. But
Well, I don't think we have to worry about ads right
Yeah.
now, so I think we can cuss for a little bit.
true. I think we can get away with it. It's
Yeah.
one. What are they gonna What's gonna happen if we do? If let's just say hypothetically we do 100 of these. If we have to delete the first one, so be it.
Hypothetically, if we do 100 of these, we could do 800 of these.
True. I mean,
Yeah.
if we're already
double it.
running 2 miles, we might as well run 10. So
There you go.
So, hi, my name's Garret. I have really big eyebrows. Very Neanderthal. I'm actually 98% Neanderthal. I have 2 moms. They are both over 300 pounds.
Friendly.
Yeah, very friendly.
Yeah.
I love drinking water. I also love going to playgrounds and screaming Teletubby references to small kids to see if they get them. I have a collection of schools that I'm banned from because of that, so
Right.
that's on my resume.
That's just part of life for me.
I don't ever wear anything on my wrists because I'm broke.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
You just called me broke. Fucking piece of shit.
You said I hid milk under my bed.
You do.
Yeah. This
that's
is
true.
Atlas. This is
Hey,
Atlas.
Atlas.
He has social anxiety, so he's not going to be on the podcast today. But I will say that he's very friendly.
He's one of our closest friends.
One of our closest friends, and he is socially awkward. So you could get down with things.
Thanks, bud.
Cool. Because it's our first one, I just wrote some stuff down just in case we lose where we're at. I guess the first thing I wanted to get into that I think you have a really good sense of direction on is I had a segment we would do called rating.
Yeah.
And this segment, the subcategory of that is called best to worst. So one of those things that we were going to get into is sports to watch because we recently had a conversation about that.
Easy.
So I'm going to list off the sports, and then you go from there, which ones you think, and then you can explain why, and then I'll go.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. So sports to watch in this category, it's basketball, baseball, soccer, football, esports, tennis, and MMA. Quite the category there. It's quite the list.
Easily, and this is biased.
Yeah.
MMA goes first. I mean, what is better than watching someone get punched in the fucking head, kicked in the head, choked out? I mean, it's just awesome. And you get to see it up close and personal. You know, somebody always wins. I think it's probably the best. Probably number 1. Number 2 is tougher for sure. I think it might give it to. I think I might give it to football.
Football?
Yeah, football is really
Football's
fun to watch at
football's up
times,
there.
and you get a lot of time, a lot of action, a lot of things are going on. You can notice like trends, you know, like, and every score is really important. But there's a lot of scoring. I feel like, you know, relatively, and I'd probably go basketball third. You know, I like basketball, but there's just so much scoring, and then sometimes it gets a little like, oh, great, they're scoring. You know, there's a whole quarter where they just literally just shoot threes and nothing happens really. You're just like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
once you
one game.
become a real like nerd for it, a real fan, you can be like, oh, that was a play. You know, that was awesome. But for the casual fan, I feel like it just gets a little bit boring. And I would say soccer is up there, but since sometimes soccer, like for example, the World Cup game with the United States and England went 0-0, and then they fucking tied. It's like, bro, we got to see something.
I just wasted the last hour and a half of my life.
I will say, highlights of soccer by far the best, because you'll just like watch someone bicycle kick it into the top left corner or some shit.
Yeah.
That's better than anything.
Yeah,
you know, or Messi fucking dribble past 10 dudes and then just like knock it straight in, and you're like, damn, wish I was Messi. So that I'll go soccer fourth just because the highlights carry it, and it would go higher if it was easier to score, and then everything else is below that because it gets a little bit the same.
Yeah, I think that was a lot to go in there. I mean, esports, tennis, baseball, like those are all like fun, and they also have that same aspect where they're like, if you do something cool, it's like kind of hype. But I think that one of the factors that I had played into my decision was the amount of people that go to these games.
Yeah.
Because if you go to a World Cup game or soccer game, there's like 30,000 people.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's like sometimes it's bigger than most cities.
Yeah.
You know, and I
And you
think
can hear
that
'em.
like if something big happens, it's really hype.
Yeah.
Like looking at that many people as an athlete has to be exhilarating.
Yeah, I was watching the World Cup game with Portugal, and then Ronaldo gets subbed in the last 10 minutes, and like literally the whole place is just screaming. You know, I do like hearing the fans. It is cool.
Yeah, I was sitting at a restaurant and everybody was watching it. Yeah.
Yeah, they go crazy for it for sure.
They really do, yeah. And they just love it. You know, that's like, I think to a lot of young people, it's really inspiring, and it's really like, people look up to that guy, you know.
Right.
On the top of my list, just because I've always been such a fan, I gotta say basketball. And the reason being And I can see how you would go MMA because very tactical, very like very small, intricate things change the entirety of the outcome of it. And I think basketball is kind of cool in that way. It's limited to 5 people on the court at a time,
right?
Versus MMA being one person,
Mm-hmm.
one-on-one. 5-on-5 is a cool aspect, and there's just so many. I really like the way the point system works. I think it is debatable to talk about the 3-point line and how that's changed the game over the past couple of years, but we don't have to get into that right now.
I like seeing threes, though.
I love seeing threes.
I love Steph Curry. I love seeing threes get made because they're always pretty impressive. I love seeing Klay Thomas pump fake and then dribble off to the left and then score like that. Like those are
oh my gosh,
those are pretty beautiful.
Yeah, and it's like seeing different teams like tactics to go at each other. I think that also is like a big counter. You don't see a lot of like center play if people have like really good defenders and really athletic people get into the buck. I think dunks, the fact that you have the dunk in basketball makes everything more hype too. Because like I guess a dunk in like imagine if like they could dunk in tennis.
Right.
Imagine if they could like just like
right.
Posterizing a player.
Yeah.
It's like that's pretty.
It's like
that's
undeniable.
pretty intense. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Basketball, I would say then I would probably go either football or MMA.
Right.
Football being because there's so many players and there's so many people watching.
Football's cool.
MMA definitely because like you were saying, it's just so tactical. It's so like seeing somebody conquer someone else.
I think that's the dunk factor. I think MMA has the dunk factor really hard. You know, when you see someone just get a perfect cross like right to their chin, like there's nothing like it. But I mean, I think everyone's gonna have.
Dude, knockouts are big.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone likes watching people get knocked out.
Right.
That's what Twitter's for.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
What Twitter's
and then you just get a little bit of a clip just seeing the end, and that's it's like even if you aren't a fan of all the strategy that goes with that, just seeing the knockout, you're like, man, I can appreciate that. Just
and
on
like
a
everybody
human
knows
level.
what a knockout is. Not everybody knows what a safety in
Right.
football is, or So there's like that thing because I guess we'll also like it's kind of if people don't know the sport. Like they don't know what they're looking for. They don't know what's exhilarating. They just see somebody running back and forth on the court,
right?
Or running from home plate to first base to second base,
right?
So yeah, that's probably my top 3. I would go basketball. I would go MMA, and then I would probably I think us being people that have always been entertained by games. I think esports is definitely one to watch as well, especially like 2000 or like early 2010s. CS:GO was huge, and there was also a lot of people watching that too.
Yeah.
I remember one of the other things about Garrett and I is we both used to. Cameron might have just died.
I think so. Is it good?
I think so.
We still there?
I think it's recording.
We'll edit that out.
All right. Yeah. One of the other things that Garrett and I used to do is we both used to work security together,
right.
And in the lobby bar of the hotel that we worked at, on ESPN it was like 11:30,
right?
And there were literally people like watching, like downstairs watching. I think it was Overwatch at the time,
right?
Yeah,
yeah. That it's hit a weird dip right now. I feel like no one even cares about esports or whatever, but like. I think it's gonna find its stride somewhere. Like I watched League of Legends the final this year, and it was actually pretty interesting the whole time. There was storylines. I think everything needs storylines. It needs recognizability, and it needs stars, and they're kind of getting there in each one. But it's just kind of hard to watch if you're not a fan of it. Because I think sports,
it's really hard to understand.
Sports have something where you just see someone's body moving, and your body moves all the time. So you're like, oh, I get. They must be good at this because I can't do that. Like they're fast and I'm not fast, So it's like you can already recognize the ability there. Whereas esports, you can't even understand what's going on. I remember I watched some random game. I don't even know what it was, and I've never played it, so I was just like, I can't even tell who's doing.
I don't know
what.
what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I felt that way. My first sensation of that was watching college football because the scoring's different.
Yeah,
we would go to like a finals game. I think it was like Alabama, and I think it was a big matchup. It was Alabama and like Ohio State or something, which is like 2 really big teams and really recognized for their
balls.
College,
right,
their balls.
Yeah.
And I think that it was like I didn't know who to root for because I didn't know either one. So, Yeah, but I probably go basketball and then MMA, and I'll pick soccer after that.
That's respectable.
And then soccer and football kind of go hand in hand. The next one I wanted to talk about is a big switch. Best to worst. Next category. This is open. So I'll go, what do you think the worst kid names are? Because I was having a conversation with somebody at the bar about this, and we were like, what's the worst thing to name your kid nowadays? There's a lot of like outrageous names. So
we have to put it out there that it has to be common, right? Like there has to be common names. Yeah. Because you could just say like Scorpion.
Yeah,
I hate naming my kid Scorpion.
Yeah. That's can't do that. So my first thought that comes to mind, and we can debate on this because it's not that bad. Eric.
Yeah. I know a lot of Erics, and passively I'm like, I hate your name, I hate you.
Eric kind of reminds me of like you're looking at the back of a toilet and there's a pipe that's like rusty and there's sewage coming out of it, like green sewage. For some reason, that's just Eric to me.
What was it? It was I had the same thought, but the name was Keegan. Ooh. I thought Keegan sounds like sludge. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Keegan sounds like you're definitely wearing a shirt you wore yesterday.
I'd give the name Keegan to like a raccoon. You know?
to a raccoon, a rabid animal.
He's going through your dumpster, and his name's Keegan, get out of there.
Yeah,
and you're knocking on it. No way a human gets Keegan. Yeah. And the one Keegan we know, never mind.
We do know a Keegan from high school.
Yeah. And he apparently is really
he was dirty. So I don't know if that was something that I drew up or it played out, and I was like, that guy's dirty. His name's Keegan. All Keegans.
Well, let it be on
now.
record that I didn't say that, Keegan. He said that.
If you're watching this, Keegan, we never talked. So you should have talked to me, or else I wouldn't have said that.
Let me think of another one. Roger. It's fine. Just get rid of it.
Yeah, but like
no more
it's
Rogers.
Fine. It's fine, and you gotta get to 35, and then it's fine.
No more Rogers.
You can't be 8 and be Roger.
Yeah,
that doesn't make any fucking sense.
But
absolutely.
But Raj is cool.
Raj?
Yeah, if you get called Raj, it's cool.
Yeah.
The thing is, a lot of these
I'm
names,
dapping Raj up every time I see him.
Right, exactly. Yeah. They get cool shortenings, but their actual name sucks.
What's for Keegan?
You can't shorten Keegan.
What's for Eric?
Nothing. Rick.
Rick.
It's worse.
Not any better.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Short Eric. My name's Eric. Short. You can call me Rick.
Yeah, just don't call yourself
R-I-C.
Eric. You're not Eric anymore.
No.
Move on from that.
Yeah. I think one of the best names. My girlfriend and I were talking about it recently. We talked about naming our son Carter. I like Carter.
Carter's mid-level for me.
Carter's mid?
Carter's like silver. It's okay.
Okay.
It ain't bad.
He's not getting the gold medal, though.
Right. He just does what he does. Damn. He's Carter.
I think there's a lot of things that go along with Carter that, like, Carter sounds like a pretty, like, you could be sophisticated. You could be a sophisticated Carter Ramey.
Right.
My last name, Carter Ramey.
Right.
You could be Carter, like Wendell Carter Jr., which is one of my favorite basketball players of all time.
Well, that's a last name, so that does not count.
That's what it goes after.
Right.
Yeah.
Junior. Carter Jr.
So he would be the third. He would be
It just makes me feel like there's a profession where because, some people have Smith because they were Smiths. Carter.
Oh, right.
It's like, what does a Carter do? Nothing. Cartographer. You can name your child Cartographer.
Cartographer?
I wouldn't be mad at you. But Carter? What does a Carter do?
No, Carter's
carries mine carts.
Call me Carter for short. My name's Cartographer. Carter for short. You can call me Carter.
Yeah, it's like how Meg is short for Megatron.
Yeah. I got nothing on Meg.
You know what my name is? My favorite name? Julius.
Julius?
Mm-hmm. And same goes for girls. Julia. They both work. They're both beautiful.
Why would you say Julius? Why don't you elaborate on Julius? Yeah.
He's a great dude.
Yeah.
I think.
But what if
everything
he's
I've heard of.
What if? You're not going to make a kid that's less than 6'3". So
right.
So Julius is actually going to be a massive human being.
Yeah, he'll be up there.
With
be
big shoulders.
Standing up. Yeah, big, wide, strong shoulders.
He'll probably die.
Dunking on people. He won't die at 60. He'll die at 99. Sorry. And he'll be just really awesome. And
I don't know.
He'll get all the poontang.
Yeah,
and he'll see your child named Carter across the street and he'll fucking throw rocks at him.
He weighs like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll have walnuts in his fucking pocket that he throws at you only.
No walnuts.
And Carter catches them in his mouth.
In his pocket?
Yeah, keeps them
in his pocket. You think I would give him walnuts?
Just for Carter.
Cashews all day. High in protein.
Nah, bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Carter doesn't eat protein.
I hope Julius never has socks that fit him correctly. I hope the heel's always far up on his.
He doesn't wear socks.
The back of his legs.
He only wears sandals, just like Julius.
He only
just
wears
like
sandals.
Julius would. Yep. That's how we work.
Hey Julius, his friends are like, hey Julius, we're gonna go to a festival this weekend. He's like, yeah, I'll be there. It's really muddy. It's gonna be murky. Make sure you wear boots.
He's not worried about that.
Sandals.
He's not worried about
Pulls
that.
up in sandals and what? Pants? Jeans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has waterproof feet. Yeah.
As opposed to everyone else that doesn't have waterproof feet.
Yeah, they get mud all over him. He won't get mud all over his feet.
He doesn't get mud on his feet?
Yeah, right.
He's got
We should have children at the
anti-mud
same
feet.
time.
So what you're saying is your son or daughter, Julia,
Yes.
will never have mud on her feet.
Right.
Because she's
blessed
or he.
by the best name. Whereas
And
Carter's silver, so he's not going to be down in the dumps and stinky all the time.
Yeah.
But he's not going to be the best. He's going to be a little bit of a bitch. We should have children at the same time. You want to have a children? You want to have a child the same day?
Yeah, and then we train them until they get to the age of 13. Then we let them just face off.
They compete all day. Yeah.
Yeah. No, to the death.
Oh.
They can't leave. We lock them in a cage, and they can't leave until the other one dies.
Well, okay.
Carter versus Julius, and then
do they get weapons?
No weapons.
No weapons
they
at
have
all?
They have to be. They have to fight with their bare hands.
Okay.
And bare waterproof feet.
Well, mine are Julius is waterproof. Yours aren't. So that'd be a clear distinction.
Seems to be going to help him out a lot in the ring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, my son's going to have really big hands.
Mm.
Yeah.
Really?
Extra large gloves. Come out of the womb, he's like palms of basketball.
Mm. That would probably hurt him.
Yeah. Nope.
I think it would like rip his skin off if he palms
He's
of basketball.
got really long, skinny fingers too.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You know that's called Marfan
throw the fuck
syndrome.
out of a baseball. You watch.
Oh wow. He's gonna play baseball?
I think he might play baseball.
We ranked that pretty low on our list. So
that's true. Well, speaking of, if like, how do you feel about your son/daughter, like playing a sport that you didn't play? Like, do you like? I obviously want my kid to be like athletic. I want him to be, because that's what I did. So that's what I have, and I always play out in my head like we're gonna be out in the rain. You're gonna be running to and from the goal lines.
Yeah.
Like, go pick it up, boy.
Yeah.
And
you're driving behind him with the car.
Yeah.
Leaning out the window.
Mm-hmm. I got my hands behind my back. Like,
yeah.
Step it up.
Yeah. You're right at the top of the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get on up here, boy.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they, are in.
They're cheerleading.
They're in.
Well, you cheerleaded. So.
Yeah. I was a cheerleader.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good for me.
Well, what would they do that would be bad? Would be looked down upon?
What's one of the worst qualities I would not want my son/daughter to have? I would probably say a weird way of talking. I'm putting them down.
Like Trey?
Euthanize. Just like that.
Like Trey?
Like Trey, yeah.
Like Trey Marr?
I'm going to be, I guess it doesn't, he probably learned it from his dad, so as long as I don't talk weird, then I'll be okay.
Yeah. I think it'll be all right.
Other ones? Probably
if my kid turns 18 and he's like a car mechanic, be like, come on. What did I do?
How'd you learn that one?
Yeah, come on, buddy.
Yeah.
That's
you
not
really
gonna help out.
cars? That's cool.
It's not going to help out with you.
Yeah. Well, if he owns his own business, then that's cool too, but you can only expect so much out of
Right.
Out of something. Do you think we'll have iPad kids?
It's going to be tough because that's kind of I don't want that, but marriage is a two-way street. You have a wife. If she's watching him and she puts him on the iPad, what can I do?
I would say it's disciplinary though, I feel like the reason that there's so many kids on their iPads and stuff is because their parents are just do this so you shut up.
Just go shut up, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And that's I don't think millennials are having kids. I think that's the generation range. It's millennials, and then this. I guess we are too. The top Gen Z, or the first Gen Zs are probably having kids, but
damn. Well, we know people who are having kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do. A little scary. All right, we're gonna move on to the second segment of the podcast. It's called Freedom of Choice. Now, the idea behind Freedom of Choice is I wanted to do something every single time, doing a different edition. So Freedom of Choice is basically like a this or that.
Yep.
Sometimes you can do this or that. Sometimes you can pick certain things like we just did with the ratings. We could do something like that. But recently I saw that GQ came out with a this or that. And some of the items here, I want you to pick something from the two, and then I want you to describe why that one's better than the other one. So similar to rating, but we're going to do it a little, All right, so the first one's boxers or briefs. It's an easy pick. That's an easy pick.
Boxers or briefs? I want to fuck boxers and marry briefs.
Yeah, marry briefs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking boxers, dude. Let it hang, man.
They're cool. I used to wear them because I thought they were cool. when back in the day, and then they get all bunched up in my ass.
Yeah.
You know, they're just not the best.
In your ass.
Yeah, in my ass.
You know what? The other thing about boxers is they ride up easier than briefs do.
That's what I'm saying.
And I hated getting boxers on my hips.
Yeah.
Why do I want them up here?
Right.
What's
they're
the
not
problem?
protecting
Why do you
nothing.
stand down?
Yeah, they got to get the
exactly.
family jewels, and they're getting my legs.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I think I have one pair of boxers.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hmm.
One pair of boxers, and I'd wear them with, I don't know.
Do you have any pairs of briefs?
Yeah, I have a lot of briefs. I have a
Are
lot
they
of
boxer briefs or are they briefs?
Briefs. Briefs are like, I guess I'll explain what briefs are in this scenario. Briefs are like tight to your hip or tight to your like thighs and genitalia.
They say that that's bad for your testosterone, though.
That's another bad kid named genitalia. Yeah,
That's true.
I think that one would be pretty.
I would
bad.
not name my child genitalia.
I would think about.
I'll
it.
go ahead and put that out there.
Jenny for short.
Jenny.
Hey Jenny, Talia, come here.
Hey Jenny, Talia.
Middle name Talia.
Oh, there you go. Now that get past the system.
Yeah, that might go through.
Yeah, your teacher might slip that out. Because if your name is genitalia, your teacher's not saying
GTR.
Is there
her initials would be GTR. Well, I guess if Jenny wouldn't be
mine are already pretty close.
G. What?
GT.
Yeah. Wow.
But GJT.
GJT though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody fucked that up real bad.
Yeah. James isn't a bad middle name.
It's the best.
Yeah.
This is the best middle name.
Yeah.
Number 1.
James?
Yes.
Your camera's a pussy, bro.
It's the worst. Yeah, I know. Sorry. You gave it to me, though.
Yeah.
So it's you actually.
Well, I think we'll just turn it into this audio thing, I guess.
I think we
or
should
I
turn
can
it-
center. I can center it, and we can do it like
we
that.
could turn it into a bucket of sludge. Give it to a man.
Like with acid.
Yeah,
Like you
and
would like
turn-
sludge
yeah.
it.
And
Sludge.
He repurposes it into something else.
Yeah, but sludge is like a consistent like gelatinous.
What is sludge?
Sludge is what I just explained. I think it's gelatinous like goo. If you had a dictionary definition, sludge. Yeah, this is for like visualization.
Let it loose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're putting it in your hands. You move
Right.
it around like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Goo.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
And that's how I view genitalia as well. I think it's pretty sludgy. PDA or private? As far as affection.
I don't know. I rock with PDA, but
I've been rocking with PDA.
I don't really. I think both have their place. I'll fuck PDA, marry private.
Okay, all right. Marry private, nice.
Yeah.
Marry private. Okay. I think I'm doing the same thing.
Think so?
Yeah. TV shows or movies?
Fuck movies.
Fuck movies.
No. Marry movies. Fuck TV shows. Because TV shows are cool. You watch one, you're like, damn, that was an experience. Movies,
yeah, but TV shows are longer.
I want
than
movies with me every night.
I'm marrying TVs.
No.
I'm marrying TV shows.
No, because
I'm
you get
fucking
to a
movies.
certain point, you've watched the first good 5 ones, and then you're down at fucking Broad City or some shit. Watching dog shit.
But that's marriage. Marriage is elongated. You have your down moments. You have your up moments.
No, because
Movies-
if you have your up moments and then it's down forever, that's a bad marriage. You're getting divorced.
Yeah, but you realize every marriage that you're going to be in, you're going to
Every marriage.
every marriage that you're going to be in,
Right.
whether it's 3 or 5,
6 or 7.
Yeah.
That I might go through in my life.
you're definitely going to have a moment of like 2 hours, right? Movie lasts 2 hours.
Yeah.
Marriage lasts 2 hours. TV shows, 7 series, right? You got them going on like years.
We're thinking about every movie, though. I've had a continuous relationship with movies where I just love them and I cherish them and I want them in my bed every night. And if I haven't seen them in a while, I miss them.
Yeah.
I miss movies. Don't miss TV shows. I
miss TV shows.
Really?
Yeah.
I've gone like a year and a half without watching Rick and Morty. For the birds. I love Rick and Morty, but it does nothing.
It's
for
over
me.
there.
But movies, I've rewatched almost every movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, I guess rewatching movies is nice.
It is.
Okay, well, I'm still standing with mine.
And new ones keep coming out.
Yeah.
There's always excitement. I thought I had every movie that I needed, and then Parasite
I like when
came out.
TV shows end though, when they do like a season finale. That's like pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Like Walking Dead, obviously concept is
I was about
You know
to
what I'm
use
saying?
Walking Dead.
I know.
Because it'll let you down.
it will let you down.
After a while, the funding goes away, all the excitement's gone, and it lets you
Oh my
down.
God.
And you're like, well,
We're
this
moving
Wait, this is a
again.
bad marriage, though, with TV shows. Because you're like, oh, I guess I'll keep watching it. It sucks. But I guess I'll just slog on through.
Yeah,
That's
why
what
you
Walking
want to
Dead
fuck,
was.
and that's why you don't fuck them.
I'm going to fuck them because I get in, get out.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
As soon as they start to go down,
Yeah.
bye bye.
But movies-
sweep it under the rug.
Movies, you get one little instance, and you move on to the next one.
Yeah, that's
So,
fair.
It's all movies, baby.
Yeah.
It's all movies all the way down.
Let's go with bow tie or regular tie.
Definitely regular tie.
Regular ties.
Bow ties had their moment. I'm fucking bow ties though.
If I was at all good at fucking tying a bow tie, I might wear a bow tie a lot more. But I've seen them. I like when they're down. You know what? I might go with bow ties.
Fuck bow ties.
Fuck bow
marry
ties. Marry regular
kill ties. Suspenders. I want to put a
Get
kill.
out of my room.
I want to put a kill in there.
Yeah.
So I put a kill in there.
Kill suspenders.
Yeah.
Dude, whenever I see suspenders nowadays, it's always just fat people.
Yeah.
Yeah. People wear the suspenders because it's harder for the pants to go around their waist.
Mm.
And that's my take on it.
Mm.
And if I get canceled episode 1 for saying the word fat, I'm cool with that.
You think we could make suspenders that are chains?
Like chain mail?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what would... Okay. Don't stab me here, because you're not going to get it through.
You're done. These two
Chain
lines.
mail?
Yeah, it's like survivorship
That might just
bias.
be a look. That might just be for the vibe.
It'd be cool, right?
It'd be pretty cool.
It'd be hard to style, though.
It'd be heavy.
Anyway, go to the next one.
It'd be
We'll talk
heavy,
about that
yeah.
bullshit.
Okay, shower or baths?
You decided to wear a Henley the same day I'm wearing a Henley.
I wore this first.
No.
You definitely put that shirt on after I put this one on.
Not
Mine's
true.
long sleeve, too.
When'd you put it on?
I got out of the shower at like...
You know when I put this on?
7 a.m.
Yesterday. 9 p.m.
No.
I slept in this.
Keegan wears shirts the day after he wore them the first time.
You're right. You're so right about that, too.
He probably is... I bet you there's a Keegan within a 50-mile radius that's wearing the same shirt he wore yesterday.
You know, I'll put that out there. By the way, Garret sucks. Garrett's not a good name.
Garret? Really?
Yeah, trash.
Because there's
Especially
no
with two Ts.
concept around Garret.
Nothing.
Like, what are you naming your kid Garret for?
Garret. You know what it is? You know what Garret is?
No.
It's a small room in the attic. That's what a Garret is. You can look it up in the dictionary.
No
That's what
way.
a Garret is. Yeah.
No way.
Yep.
And people were like, I like this idea.
Perfect.
This is nice.
I'm going to give that to my son.
This is Garret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Hamlet is, too. Hamlet is like a name for a small house, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody named
I
their
got
child
another
that.
best name for you I think you would like.
Yes.
August.
Oh,
For a boy.
I love August.
For a boy.
I love August.
August would
You know
be
why? Because
sick.
Augustus.
Augustus, of course.
Yeah, I love all the Roman names.
Yeah.
But yeah, August is sick as fuck.
August
And
would be...
August is also a adjective.
Mm-hmm.
It means like you're like, you know, the August crown or whatever. Like you're like respectful.
Maybe that's a top tier name.
August is sick.
Yeah,
August
yeah.
is sick. August Alsina.
Mm.
We love that
So
guy.
nice. Dogs or cats? Obviously,
I'm not
I have a
fucking or
dog,
marrying
so-
either of these. Just
You
gonna
gotta
let you
fuck
know.
a cat.
I'm gonna
Go
pick.
ahead, say it.
I'm gonna pick.
Say,
I'm not gonna say
my
fuck.
name's Garret Thrower.
I'm gonna fuck
fucking
dogs.
a cat and marrying a dog. I'm gonna fuck a dog.
I'm gonna fuck a dog. Now this one's tough.
You don't have to fuck or kill either one of them.
I'm not going to.
I'll kill a dog
You would
Right
never.
now.
You would never kill a dog.
right now.
You ever watch someone kill a dog?
Probably on like Live Leak or something.
Mm, probably.
But I was just scrolling.
Yeah.
What if Live Leak had like TikTok feed?
Yeah.
You
You're
could
just
like, shoop.
"Ah,
You might be
help. You know.
Whoa!
They fighting. You know. Just like you keep scrolling.
Oh
That actually be
my
a good
God.
idea. We should invent that.
We should probably get to that.
Quick, digestible gore videos.
Gore videos.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because they
People
don't have
love
that.
it. Yeah.
They don't have that right now. I'm gonna say. Oh, it's so hard. I'm picking dogs.
Dogs.
Dogs are better.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about dogs is they're
Gay.
sometimes they fuck other male dogs,
Right.
Or females like to hump
Cats
dogs,
do
which
not-
I don't understand at all.
Male cats don't fuck males cats. They get it. They say that's not for me. You're the homie.
We're fighting or nothing.
Right.
Or
Or
hanging out.
I literally act like you don't exist.
Yeah.
But
Dogs were just like bitch wolves
Yeah.
that like hung around us,
Mhm.
and they were easier like because we would feed them like whatever scraps or whatever,
Right.
you know, and they would like hang out with us. And
Yeah.
if anything were to come into like the territory that people were guarding, they would just like alert people, you
Mhm.
know. So the wolves were like the ones that were like, I'm gonna go get that thing.
Yeah, dogs
you know?
are
I'm gonna
like
go out
the,
and do my own thing and feed myself, and
Right.
you know.
Dogs are like that extra friend that you bring when you don't have enough people for a trip. And then they just call the Uber and they'll drive you around and stuff. Like, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Now go
yeah.
fuck off, please.
They're hype, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they're
That's-
like
that's
really
all they
good
are.
friends. That's why
Yeah.
it's man's best friend.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
And they're
Yeah.
they're never, I mean, they are annoying. But, you know, at the end of the day, I rock with them. I'd have a
Mhm.
dog with me anywhere I go.
Yeah, I would definitely. I mean, I do.
I'd feed a little treats.
I really do.
I have my back
Atlas.
pocket.
The whole point around Atlas was the name is I take him everywhere I go. If you're an idiot and you don't know who Atlas is, and you know mythology, but it's like a road atlas. Like atlas is the thing I take with me everywhere, and if I don't have him, I feel lost.
Right.
Haha. Oh, that's so cute. He hoo he.
He hoo he.
He hoo he.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is he had 2 other brothers, and if you know anything about Atlas,
From another mother.
from another, were they not in mythology though? They were.
I
They
don't know.
were all the same. They were all from the same mom. I forget who their mom was, but
Is he a Titan?
yeah, Atlas is a Titan.
Mm.
Prometheus is a Titan, and the other one's like eucalyptus.
Mm.
I don't think that's it.
Eucalyptus.
Yeah,
The other one is New York City.
New York.
No.
New York City.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's something. He has 2 other brothers though, and so he was a breed of 3 boys. So I was like, and he's the one that was different, and Atlas is the one that went up against Zeus and lost, and his consequence was he holds
Piss.
piss
In his
all
pants.
in his pants.
Good dog names.
Mm.
Apollo.
Mm-hmm.
Zeus.
Pick something separate from.
No, I'm saying Greek
Oh,
gods.
right.
Greek gods have great dog names.
They make great dog
Mhm.
names.
Let's think of another one. Poseidon.
Might be a little long.
I will spare you.
If I got him a sister, it
Mhm.
would be Pandora or Dora for short.
Mm.
I was thinking Atlas.
Don't
and
like Dora.
Don't like Dora.
Don't like Dora.
What
Like
if it was-
Pandora.
but it's the dog. The dog might be the difference of that.
Mm.
Like, what if the dog was like a Chesapeake Lab?
What's
Like
cooler?
Dora. That's like, that dog looks like a Dora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Like he doesn't look like Atlas. He
If-
looks like
if it's
Butters or something stupid.
yeah. If their name is Dora, they gotta be the dog that their ears flop when they walk.
yeah.
Like
Blah, blah, blah,
yeah,
blah.
yeah. That's the only Dora
so
I can
derpy.
see in my life.
Yeah, Dora's got to be a derpy dog.
What's better for dogs though? A silly name or like a cool name?
Cool names?
You'd rather have? What about like a dog named like Ralph? That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Maybe if I was older and I had like kids and everything, and
Yeah.
I'm looking for like a companion,
Yeah.
and that's it. Like right now, I'm like, I want you to like do some crazy shit in front
Right.
of my friends,
Mhm.
you know. And that was like the purpose of him. I think if I was older and I had a companion, I might name him Ralph,
Mm-hmm.
or like,
Shanty.
yeah.
Stick.
I'll tell you what. When I'm old and it's just me and my wife,
Right.
60 years of marriage, we eat toast for
You have kids?
breakfast with butter, huh?
Toast for breakfast.
I'm getting there. Yes, I'm old. I can eat butter and I can eat bread. My teeth don't work. You see what I'm saying? I'm really old.
Yeah. You're on your deathbed. You can
I'm
only
close
eat
to it.
toast with
Yeah.
butter.
My grandkids
And how
stopped
old?
talking to me years ago.
How old are you?
I
Here?
don't know. In this scenario, I'm probably like 80. I'm probably
Jeez,
like
man.
70 to 80.
Jeez.
And if I'm getting a dog, then
If I'm 80, I'm running.
you're running at 80.
Yep. I'm looking good.
I'll tell you what. Being that this is recorded, I'm keeping this. If I delete everything off my phone, the last thing I'll have on there is the audio of you saying I'm going to be 80 and I'm running.
All right. In 57 years, when you get back to me about
Start
that.
writing the shit that goes wrong with you now.
I threw my phone all the way over there.
I see, yeah.
Yeah, so-
Anything that goes wrong with you right now, I want you to write it down, and I want you to slowly make a list, and then tally the things that hurt you every single day,
Mm.
and I guarantee you your legs will be at the top of that tally list.
I hardly ever get hurt. I'm made
Another
out
one I'm gonna
I'm made
keep
out
on
of
my-
steel and brick oven
Yeah,
pizza.
you're never dying, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I'm
you're invincible.
different.
You're like fucking... You're like,
That is annoying,
You're like
though.
matter.
I hate when people are like, I'm not gonna get old. When I get to 50, I'm gonna kill myself because being old is scary. Come on, bro. What else are you gonna do? Just get over it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have your granddaughter in your arms.
I
kiss her on the
got
head.
a counter argue for an argument for that. I think. So my counter argument is a lot of music artists die at a young age
Mhm.
due to like drugs or suicide or something like this. And there's a lot of older artists that played music in like the '60s or
Right.
like Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, like some real like I love rock and roll.
Right.
Right. I don't think she's dead though.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse,
Mm. Mickey
they,
Mantle.
they had like one thing that they were like the best at.
Right.
Like nobody else was better than them.
Yeah.
And so they get to a certain age where they can't perform the thing that they were the best at.
Mhm.
And I think that, I think that is upsetting enough to like take people out at
I don't
like
know.
a young, able, like you're still able to do the thing you love. So I think that's like why people are like, I'm 50. I can't stand up without having to breathe really hard. I don't know. Maybe they're not.
Jesus Christ.
Kill yourself. No. Okay, all right,
Dude.
all right.
Oh
That's
my
not, I'm just
God,
joking,
dude, that's
all right? It was a joke.
It was a fucking joke, dude.
Dude,
No,
relax.
but
dude.
I mean, 50-year-olds aren't that bad. Joe Rogan's like 57,
Yeah.
and he's fucking
Well, sure.
doing backflips.
But he's able. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Some people are killing themselves in their 50 and they're
Yeah.
Speaking of the guy that jumped off the Disney castle, he
Mickey
was
Mouse.
like 40.
Was he
Mickey
really?
Mouse, right back to Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
This guy's one-track mind.
That's our
He's got one thing that he thinks
our
about.
theme for today.
Comes right back. One track.
When did he do that?
It was like last week. He like wrote a letter to his wife about how her daughter, their daughters were like upset about him or saying that like he was yelling at them, but really the mom was like blackmailing the kids into thinking that
Oh man.
it was him. He got the cops came to the house. They arrested him. He didn't do it.
No.
He had like I don't think he had a warrant, but like he was probably going to go to jail for like 30 days.
Yeah.
And he was like, only one way to counter
Or
this?
I could kill myself.
Kill myself. Yeah. Great idea, buddy.
Come on, dude.
That was ridiculous.
Pussy.
I read that and I was like, that's not it at all.
Yeah.
We're both avid believers in you just don't kill yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
There's just, I mean, as most people are, but I'm saying like, I'm living until I can't like bend my toes.
Yeah, Nick asked me
If
one
I can't
time.
bend my toes, I might kill myself.
Really? What's wrong? What about your why? Who cares about your toes?
It's like
Put a flipper on the end like a mermaid and start flipping.
Yeah. If I look down at my feet and I'm like,
We are being a little ignorant to like the actual suffering of hard times and hard living. I mean, it does
we're
suck,
just not.
and it feels like there's no
We're
hope.
not exposed to it.
Yeah, I get what it's like. I mean, I don't get what it's like, but I understand that there's a feeling of having no hope that we don't have access to that would change completely our paradigms or whatever. But just to say that when you turn 50, you're going to kill yourself because being old sucks, it's a little gross to me. And also the music thing, it's like I get it because they were really great at something like for example, maybe we'll say like Michael Jordan here. Like Michael Jordan obviously can't play basketball anymore, and like everyone is comparing him to LeBron James, and it's like kind of sucks that he just has to be old. But you have all this time to just cope with that and kind of get over it. Like you kind of just need to like work on it mentally, you know? And just and live for other things. That's why we're blessed with
I guess
having
you have
family.
to find like other interests.
Yeah.
I mean, us as people, we thrive on like novelty. You know,
Right.
we thrive on like entertainment. And I think a big part of that is like Jim Carrey's a painter.
Yeah.
Like sure he could still act and he could still be a comedian.
Right.
But like, why does he want to do that when he could just be home and make the passive income that he's done for years?
Yeah, he actually has a quote of him saying something like that. He was like, I'm going to retire because I think I've just done enough. And I think he's done enough. He's done plenty.
He had an era.
Yeah.
He had a whole era.
He was the only guy.
I mean, like
Everyone else stopped existing.
yeah, like everybody still to this day remembers Dumb and Dumber. They remember The Mask. The Mask was like probably top tier. It's one of the top tier like acting performances for a villain. You know, well, other than like the stuff that's actually like cinematic and trying to like
You're talking about in a comedy sense.
in a comedic sense. Yeah. And like that's a different form of entertainment.
I thought he was really good in the one where he can't tell the lies. Liar, liar.
What's it? Yes Man or something? Liar, liar. Yeah. Right. I think Yes Man or something.
That's
like
one where
Adam
he can just
Sandler or
only
something.
say yes.
Yeah,
I think he has.
He had two movies where he couldn't say no.
Yeah. He had two movies where it's literally just like someone was like, "What if you can't say no?"
Yes.
He's like, "I guess I'll do it." Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, that was a.
Yeah, and he has good serious roles. Truman Show.
Oh my God, dude!
Fucking
Truman Show.
Eternal Sunshine of
I
the
think you
Spotless
put me.
Mind.
Yeah,
It's
still
my
haven't
favorite
watched
movie.
that one. Sorry.
It's my favorite movie of all times. Whatever. Fuck you. So he's a legend.
He is pretty.
And he used to inspire me. I used to want to be his comedy type of thing. I used to want to be funny like him.
Right.
You know? So in school, I would always make faces and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
that was
scream
me.
out loud and shit. Yeah.
I think I was also that, but I wasn't as funny. So it was harder for me to. I think I was.
I also did that, but
too,
I
I'd
wasn't funny.
I'd be like, whoa, gaga booga booga boo.
You know, guys, and they're like,
That's basically what I did.
"Did you do your homework?
Yeah.
No, you didn't do your homework."
Speaking of that, one of these days on this podcast, you're gonna have to show your viral video.
No,
But that's a little precursor.
they can't. No,
They'll see one day.
I've been trying to report that channel for like 8 years.
Yeah, it's staying on there.
You guys aren't gonna know about that.
I have it bookmarked.
You guys are not gonna know about that.
Permanently bookmarked. One of these days, it's gonna get back to you, and everyone's gonna see it. Expose you.
It can't.
It's gonna be different
I don't want it. I don't want it surfacing ever again.
on the big screen.
It has 100,000 views. Yeah.
Yep.
And it exists.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to go find it yourself because I'm not gonna show it to you.
That was yours.
Unless he.
They won't.
Unless he exposes me.
You
That's the
can't-
thing. We get the 3 podcasts. I get canceled for
No.
fucking something
For humping a
on
computer.
on camera.
For humping a computer.
No, that's not what it was.
Oh.
That's not what it was. It was something else.
What?
It was a.
Oh, did you say some words on there?
No, I said hard drive. I said it was a hard drive, but it was really just the CD like place where the CD.
What are you talking about?
What?
I get that. But
yeah.
why are you getting canceled for that? Because you
I don't know.
mislabeled the computer
I don't know,
part?
man. It's gonna, like some things just stick with you,
Okay.
right?
Fair enough.
If I cannot, like I said, I can't run for president
Yeah.
because of that video.
Right.
I had a bowl cut, so
Right.
I'm gonna get photoshopped.
That's true.
I think
You were wearing cargo shorts.
I was wearing cargo shorts with the big old pockets on the side. Let's talk about that afterwards
Right.
because they were only made for fishermen, and I don't know why people started wearing them in high
Right.
school.
And you had your cock out.
My cock was out.
At the hole. It was
Yeah.
long.
It was a long dick.
No one's gonna lie about that.
Yeah.
You won't
It's
get
a shame
canceled
what
for that.
happened.
You'll get enabled for that.
Yeah.
Because you had that long ass dick flopping like a fish.
Big old flopping dick.
A salmon, a wild
floppy
salmon.
disc, one could say.
For real.
Thank you.
Anyway, dogs are better than cats.
Dogs are better than cats. Full circle. Great. Way to bring that fucking home, dude.
That's how we do it.
Yeah. Way to bring
Expert
that
here.
home. Yeah.
I think I'm breathing into the mic. It's probably being really loud.
I don't know. I think the optimal distance is 6 inches.
I'm right here.
Which
All
is how
day.
long my mouth is away from the mic. I don't know what you guys thought I was about to say.
I'm right here.
He is right there. It's peaking. People are like,
I wish that Garret guy would shut up.
why is it that whenever we do impressions of people in that moment,
that.
we do. And that's why dogs are better than cats. One of the other subjects that we were going to talk to, or I said segments that we were going to talk about is something I did called Music is Boring. I was thinking maybe we could talk about different genres, but this one was specific to rap music, which is something that we kind of strayed away from because let's talk about it. Music was good in 2015 and not 2021, 2022.
There is good music. It's just it sucks because I think part of it is that we got old, and being 17,
so?
being 16, 17, and just new music's coming out. It's a different vibe.
It's a hard pill to swallow.
It is.
Yeah.
But I think that's part of it, and it's like it's not fair because there's
people-
still good music.
Right. Yeah. I guess there is a point when like people that are 40 will look at you and go, "Yeah, you guys should have been living in the moment that when we were young and we were listening to music."
Exactly.
It's like,
Yeah. And their music is good.
you guys don't even know who Ice Cube is, the
Yeah.
real Ice Cube, or,
Yeah.
or who Coolio is. You know?
Yeah. But I maybe rap does get to a point where it is a little bit boring. Because because at a certain point, like you get to a certain point in music where like you have to elevate the sound and you have to really create like some unique like experiences. And rap is just like a kind of different thing. It's not even to be experienced the same way.
Mm-hmm. I think a big part of my decision behind why it was getting boring is because I think everything over time is getting like subcategoried.
Yeah.
Like this is a subgenre of this, and so like hip hop originated as like step music. Like hip hop was like music with a drum and lyrics, and that was it. It was like hip hop was marching music.
Two to the one, to the one, to the
exactly,
three.
yeah. And then it slowly got into different tempos and into different like time signatures and
Beastie
all
Boys.
of this stuff. And I think that now it's kind of subgenred as like original create, like 21 Savage sounds like himself,
Right.
and nobody really sounds like but I'm sure that he based his music off of somebody else, that he got some lyricism or like way of rap and stuff like that, you
Right.
know?
But we also have to acknowledge that we're not in the culture either. You know, it's not really our thing. So maybe it just makes sense that we kind of will naturally strive to what agrees with us the most.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Brandon.
And this is the part of this segment where Brandon comes in and says one line.
I gotta go to work.
All right, and that's his one
That's an
line,
expert
baby.
line. That's an expert line.
That's a really good line.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that encompasses who he really is.
Yeah, he's
as a
got to go to
person.
work.
Yeah.
God damn it, he's a hard worker.
Mm-hmm.
See ya. He's beautiful.
He is a beautiful man.
He's an expert.
He's grown.
He's a locksmith.
How'd you know that?
Makes many locks.
Oh, he makes them.
Many kinds.
Yeah.
Breaks them immediately.
Breaks them too. Yeah, at the same time.
Gets in
Makes
'em?
them and breaks them.
Yeah.
He's
Gets in 'em.
he's more into it because of the metaphor itself, making and breaking locks.
Right.
Challenges that are really hard for you.
Right.
And he's into doing that.
Yeah, because you build up a sandcastle, watch it all crumble down.
Yeah.
That's what we all
Or you
are.
go to the beach and you do it to some innocent little girl that's doing it.
Right.
Because I don't know if you guys have ever felt that sensation, but I have.
I haven't.
I've had You know, like in
I'm not
games
evil.
when they give you different skins for achievements,
Yes.
I've at least hit 25 castle knockdowns
You do that
on
often.
girls of the age 12 or
You
12
hunt
or
down
younger.
sandcastles and you kick them.
Yeah.
That's what you do?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You're a
with
menace.
with a spotting scope, with a literal like huge. I like watch them build it. I'm like, okay, so she's at 2 castles now. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna start walking there at 3,
Wow.
and I go over there and I
You get it
just
done.
Lionel Messi that
Mhm.
shit just
Full follow through.
into her face too.
Yeah.
The sand is going into her face
Yep.
and the umbrella and chair and her mom.
You've ruined a few lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah,
Proud of you.
and then I take them by the legs, legs, both of them.
Yeah.
I yeet them into the
The
ocean.
child?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
That's an achievement too.
And then I sprint away, and I don't stop sprinting for at least a quarter mile.
Right. And you can do that.
Yeah, and I do that. And
You
then
do that.
Literally, no one ever gets.
Nothing
I
happens.
haven't been caught yet.
Nothing.
I'm at 25.
Any race? White, black, Asian?
Primarily white
Right.
people because it's more socially acceptable.
Right.
I think if it were any other race, it'd be kind of like a hate crime.
Right.
So I like to stay in my own lane. I
Right.
guess.
And you're fine with throwing children in the ocean. Don't want to be racist.
Don't want to be racist.
That's fucked up.
Oh yeah, that's not on my list.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
I get that. I get that.
That's true canceling.
Right.
Do we keep that in the podcast? Don't know.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Oh,
the answer
everything.
is yes. And that's why dogs are better than cats.
That's why dogs are better than fucking cats.
Yeah.
Cats are sick though. I like cats because they come up to you and they're like,
There's 2 kinds of cats, man.
Michael's cat. Have you seen Michael's cat?
Mm-mm.
Every time you pet it, he'll start batting at
Beat
you.
the shit out of you?
Beat-
Dude, what
beat you
is
up.
that? What's
It's
up
fucked
with
up.
his psych, man?
I know. Why do they
That cat's a psycho.
I know. It's like, you want to fight me?
My
or?
parents' cat's like that. You start like, pet him. Not Ruby. Mittens. You start petting Mittens, goes on his back. You're like, oh, he's
Yeah.
welcoming,
And he's like,
uses all 4
Yeah.
of his fucking limbs
Yeah.
to like grab your hand
It's sick.
and then breaks your wrist every time.
Yep.
It's
like,
crazy.
oh,
He's
do you want to
judo,
fight?
yeah.
Do you want to start it? Because I'll
Yeah.
fuck you up right
And
now.
they got claws and shit.
I would
They're
destroy a cat.
way more predatorial, I think.
I could kill a cat in one stomp.
You think so?
Easy.
Yeah.
You got a cat? In one stomp?
Milo actually, my roommate's cat, Milo, is at Aaron's parents' house.
I've heard.
Yeah.
I was with Aaron
Mom's
yesterday.
house. Oops.
Oops.
Mm-hmm. Because his dad's dead. And that's why dogs are better than cats. I think I could kill a cat.
Yeah.
I don't think I have the mental capacity or like the emotional attachment to like killing an innocent thing, even though I was a hunter. But that's way different. I don't think I have it in me with my hands.
My dad used to kill cats like for fun.
And do you think that has affected you today?
Yeah.
You think that's why you are who?
Yeah,
you
sometimes I think the insanity of my father just kind of like sprinkles down on me, you know? And it's just
yeah.
like a little bit of a reminder.
It's like 50-50. Like half of it's like, that wasn't real.
Mhm.
And then you were like, yeah, you definitely fucking did that.
Mhm.
You definitely, like, you should have gone to jail.
I've seen him kill 2 cats.
Yeah. You've seen him kill cats?
Yes.
That's way different.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen him kill a lot of things.
Yep.
Haven't seen him kill a human. Most other things I've seen him kill.
Most other things. Yeah.
I've seen him kill a duck.
You know
Axe kicked
Jeffrey Dahmer's dad, which we've all seen the TV show, I think now. You haven't seen it yet?
No. I refuse.
Yeah, it's
I won't watch it.
You've lived it.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. Don't
you
need
know,
more trauma. Don't
yeah,
need
it's-
any more inclination to kill people.
His dad liked doing taxidermy on dead animals on the road.
Oh, so he kind of he probably lost attachment to death. You know, he was like, that's nothing to me.
Yeah, he like thought of it lesser as an aspect of life
Right.
and more as like a hobby or
Right.
like a
Fuck it, we ball.
yeah,
Kill people.
a make and break locks.
Right. That's
Fuck
Brandon.
it, we ball.
Right. Brandon's dad
Cue the intro.
put locks everywhere.
Like on his door? Wait, you think that? All right, so full circle back to Brandon being a locksmith
Yeah.
that makes and breaks locks.
Makes and breaks them.
You think at a young age, his dad was like, if you can't get out of this, you're not going to make it in life. And he slowly upped the ante on the locks.
Yeah. Every night after Brandon would get home from school, he told me this. His dad would handcuff him and let him get out on his own. He would just be stuck in his room, just
Oh. What time do you think it was? Like 9? He's like right after school?
and then he would just slowly break out, you know?
He would slowly break out.
Yeah. Yeah, and
He's
he was
like,
being Skyped the whole time.
yeah. Oh,
Breaking
really?
out, yeah. You know, the whole time.
Do you think this was like when he went to bed? Like he would have to break out before he would have to go to school in the morning?
Yes. Yep. He always did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He's an expert.
And that's why and then now like
He's a locksmith. Yeah.
I hear him in his room.
Yeah.
Like it's obviously muffled because there's a wall in there,
Right.
but it's like
Yeah, he does it to himself now. I've heard. Yeah.
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 He does it to himself.
Yeah, and sometimes like a girl will come over, lock her up too.
You know, I've seen a lot of girls go in his room, and I've never seen many come out of
Right.
his room.
He has a chest.
Do you
Hook
think
chest.
I should? Do you think I should ask him?
With a lock on it
I mean, he's not here.
that he made.
He just went. Wait a second. He just went to work and said, "I gotta go to work." Do you think he was going to work?
Or was he going to chop up those
Chop
bodies
up all those women
and
that
burn
he has
them?
in there.
Burn them to
And
a crisp.
he had scratches on his back that one time.
He did. He did. That only
I think
makes
we're
that only
honest.
leaves one thing. Satan.
Cats.
And that's
Same
why dogs
thing.
are better
And
than
that's why
cats.
dogs are better than cats. So one of the other segments that I came up with, and I know you're gonna fucking hate this. You're gonna absolutely tear this apart.
Is it beans?
Nope. Close. B. Letter. The letter B.
Breaking Garrett's possessions.
No. BR. BR.
Breakfast.
And this segment's called Breaking Breakfast. This is why you shouldn't eat breakfast in the morning.
Fuck breakfast.
Fuck.
No, breakfast is awesome. I haven't had
tier.
breakfast. I haven't ate today.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, did you have?
I gave
nothing?
up eating.
You fasted.
Yep.
But like all the time.
Yeah, fast.
So it's pretty slow, if I'm being honest.
Yesterday
Why do
I-
they call it fasting? What's the? Why
Well,
is
let's
it
think about
fast?
that. Let's come to a conclusion right now.
Let's draw this out. All right. So,
What do you do? Why do you fast?
Well, I guess it's to like to make sure your body is digesting food at regular times during the day. Like you don't want to eat at different times because it's irregular.
Mm.
So you want to like make sure that when you wake up, you eat every day at like 7. You have a window of like 7 to 9. You're allowed to eat breakfast. If you don't eat breakfast in between that, then obviously you don't eat breakfast.
Right.
And then there's that, and then there's other things like I think that's fasting. I mean, it's never been part of my religion. It's never been part of my diet. It's never been part of anything that I apply in my lifestyle. But I don't know. I think that's fasting. You eat during certain times during the day.
Well, it rhymes with flash.
Flash, kind of.
So
Nope, not at all. Just ran it through my head. Doesn't rhyme at all.
fast,
Say it.
flash. Fast, flash.
Slant rhyme. Boom.
Yeah.
Still rhyme.
That's
all right.
yeah. In
Pluto
truth,
is a dwarf planet. Still a planet.
there you go. In truth, fast is probably that's probably as far you can go down
Mm-hmm.
until it's just like from another word.
Oh, okay. All right, so Flash. So what do we have with Flash?
Why are we talking about flash now?
Didn't you just say that?
Fast,
Fast. Fast rhymes with.
flash.
All right, and here we are.
Flash rhymes with. Flash rhymes with clash. Slash.
And most people that fast that I know
Uh huh.
also play Clash of Clans.
So true.
And I think maybe they shut the servers down at certain times in the day.
That's when they don't eat.
And that's when they don't eat.
That's when they eat.
They only eat when Clash of Clans servers are up.
No, down.
Down. Oh, like while they're down, they're
Yeah.
like, well, I might as well
Well, they're
grub
so
a little bit.
Right, because they're so
Yeah.
busy gaming when it's up.
Yeah.
So yeah, we invented
Wow.
fasting.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what breakfast is. You break your fast.
Mm.
Because at night you're obviously fasting.
Yeah.
Because you're sleeping.
Breaking fast.
Then when you wake up, you break your fast.
Hello.
Because you eat.
Good morning.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Tell me that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you. That's what goodbye comes. Well, not from that, but it also has its own origins too.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Comes from God be with you.
Wow, that's a.
And then I guess eventually
that's a derivative.
I guess essentially they'd eventually go like God be with you.
Gold buoy. Oh, it's like
Yeah.
slowly, like less and less. Like
Yeah.
goodbye.
And then goodbye. Goodbye.
Do you think the natural evolution of goodbye could turn into?
Yeah.
I think we just start going.
That's all of our words.
Ah,
Go.
True. My dad is from Tillman, which is where people speak half mud, half English. And I, just being in the family, I understand what he's saying, but most people don't.
Right. Well, my son won't.
So I think that might be where your son don't what?
He has waterproof feet.
Oh, right, because he has the waterproof feet. Yeah. Just forgot about that.
Right.
Yeah.
So no mud.
So I'm going to test your son's feet.
Sure.
You're gonna be like, it's my new baby. This is him.
Mhm.
Look,
Flash forward.
it's baby Julius. And I'm like, oh yeah,
Yep.
pouring water on his feet.
Milk on his feet because you have a lot of milk
Oh
on you.
my God, he has waterproof feet.
Yep. And they're splashing off into your eyes. Your eyes are all
It's
burnt.
explosive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's explosive.
holy crap.
All right, what's the next segment? You're pissing me
and
off.
that's why. Never mind. We're milking that. Speaking of
Milk.
we're milking that out. It's called Brian. I'm sorry. Oops.
Brian Johnson.
One more time. It's called Brain or Brian. A segment Brain or Brian means that something that is meta. Something that is a common like trend or something that's trendy.
Yeah.
Is it a smart trend or is it a dumb trend?
Ooh. Why is
Yeah.
it Brian? You saying Brian's
Brian's
dumb?
spelling brain wrong, incorrectly.
I know a lot of Brians, and they're not dumb.
Bad kid name.
That's true.
Bad kid name.
Because what are you going to shorten it to? Bri?
Yeah, right. Bree.
Bree?
Bri.
Yeah.
What is
Good luck being Bree.
B. Ryan?
Because I'll breathe the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Breet.
You're Brie cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're malleable. Brie.
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah.
Ion.
You're
You're an ion.
You're riding a break. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
break.
I didn't have anything ready.
Yeah, you're riding a break.
What does that mean?
You probably have a stutter.
What does that mean?
Brain or Brian is basically something. It's so what I have here is
What I have
how
here?
your brain reacts to work management, and well, one of the brains, yeah, guys, that's crazy. Did you guys hear that train?
That was a
went by?
Boeing 747.
Did you guys hear that train that went just by?
Bruh.
Yeah. Brain or Brian, well, that was the original segment I have here now. It says how your brain reacts to work management, sleep deprivation, love languages, and novelty or entertainment.
That's not Brain or Brian.
No, not at all. Yeah. It was trendy things, and then I changed it, and in my notes for you guys at home, I like just switching it up a little bit.
Don't go DeLeo on me.
I'm sorry.
Don't go DeLeo on
I
me.
gotta stop watching him because I'm just gonna turn into him. I do a really good impression of him because.
Yes, dude. I had to do that. I had to hit one of those.
Yeah. So I guess we'll go right into it. Work management is something that a lot of people need to work on, prioritizing their time a little better, making sure that when they are being productive, they're doing the right things during the productive states. And with you on the show, you're a pretty efficient guy. Want to know that some of the... Nope. He's shaking his head at me.
Not at all.
All right. Well, I'm a pretty productive person, so I'll go ahead and talk on this. Work management. What are some of the ways you access the most productive state, or easy hacks, or changing the pace of maximizing functionality?
Don't do it.
I don't. Yes.
I do.
Yo, doo-doo.
I work well. I work well when I have when I'm at my computer.
Oh.
That's enough.
Dude. Just say it right. Sorry.
That is enough.
Oh no, don't do it. No, please.
I work well when I have like electronic music playing in the background.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really strikes me. I think
like
you have
good
to
motive,
find
yeah.
you have to find what kind of gets you what connects to you, because if you I think people don't work well
It's
with
good that your camera's dead.
Is it dead?
Yeah. No, it's not dead. It's just not staying on to record.
Is this one?
That one's still going. What I'm going to do is, you ready for this?
Yes.
I already thought this out in my head. I'm going to, at the end, I'm going to place the camera straight on, and I'm going to take a picture of both of us talking.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the screenshot of the rest of the audio when I post it on YouTube. That's going to be what it is.
Okay.
Because there's no reason for that camera to be recording also. I'll edit the videos in the beginning for clips or whatever the fuck, and then it'll just be like a screenshot.
Okay. That's fun.
Yeah. Electronic music, and that's why cats are better than dogs. Electronic music, I like listening to when I run.
Yeah.
Because it's so like exhilarating and it's so like upbeat. Like every tempo's over 120. It's like boom, 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 and your blood's pumping and stuff.
Yeah.
So I do think that plays a minuscule part, very minor, part into the major picture of like you doing something really.
I think people could try it out.
Yeah.
Because I think everybody has their own. Like I looked up, I remember seeing that some people like do really well with brown noise, which is basically like
I like movement, like noise. Yeah.
the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I tried it, doesn't work. Electronic music though, for some reason, it like the clicking and clacking, it makes me like look forward or something. You know, it's really good.
Yeah.
I think everyone finding your little accompaniment is probably nice. I think a lot of people do well with classical music. That's here or there for me.
Big avid jazz guy over here.
Jazz is nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I like jazz because it does have that like white noise. You know, like the muffle, like the like in the back because the audio was so poor.
Yeah.
And they weren't able to like take it out or like condense it or anything.
Right.
So I do think that adds. It's real airy.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that adds to my productive scale of things. I think that also like when I play chess, I'll also listen to jazz, or it just makes you feel like you know, luxurious. It makes me feel like good about myself.
Yeah. Probably I think the problem is with a lot of music is that when they're singing over it, you start you know, attaching to their words and then and then it takes you out of the moment, you know.
Yeah, I could see that.
So I can't do that.
Disassociate.
So but what's a productivity tip
well,
for
one
you?
of the big ones I would say as far as like I think how I wake up is really important because, you know, that's like the start of doing it, and that's why they say making your bed is the most productive thing you can do in a day.
Right.
Because it's the easiest task and it gives you the most like you know, initiative to continue on with something else.
Yeah, this guy named Andrew Huberman says that maybe it was him, but it, like your like happiness is determined on winning or something like that, and like making your bed is like your first win of the day. You know.
Yeah.
You just get it done, get it out of the way.
Yeah, very
Start you
similar.
off on a high, you know? Like, oh, well, at least
and
I
then
did
you'll
that.
go downstairs and you'll make your coffee, make breakfast, and then you'll put your clothes in your laundry or whatever the case.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, starts you off with good inertia.
Yeah.
Whereas if you sit in your bed for like an hour and just look on YouTube or something, like everything else is gonna be a little bit slower, you know, just because you didn't do what you needed to do.
Yeah, you just like didn't put yourself in and now you're in a slump.
Yeah.
You know, now you're in the negative.
Yeah.
Because now you got to roll out and you got to make up for the time. And if you're on your own time, there's, you know, like you're already behind.
That's what Marcus Aurelius would say about his routine. Is that he every morning we wake up, he would jump out of bed immediately and get going.
I've heard that. You know, that one of the things I do twice a week is I play basketball
in the morning
at 6 a.m. And getting up and doing that is conditioning me to doing something right away. And I think if I wake up the next day, like today, I kind of like I'm off today, so I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna like do things a little bit. But you got to really push yourself into the habit of, like, getting up and doing something right away.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, getting up and going right to work. Or getting up and drinking a bunch of water.
Yeah, I heard that's a good thing. Leaving some water by your bed. As soon as you wake up, drink like a cup of it.
Yeah.
A cup of water, you know?
Yeah. And
just
also, I mean,
going.
if you think about how you sleep and how you wake up, obviously one of the other factors is how you go to bed. And I think a lot of new technology and new ways of distracting yourself keeps you from getting really good sleep.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
blue lights.
Yeah, that is so harsh. Watching TV, you're like literally training your brain to stay up.
Yeah.
You're like doing things. Your body's telling you to go to bed, and you're like, no, I'm just gonna tough it out. You know?
Yeah. Well, there's like a receptor.
You're losing melatonin. In your natural melatonin.
Exactly. Yeah. In your eyes, there's like a receptor, and it only picks up on darkness. But if it's without that, it won't start creating melatonin in your brain that tries to get you to go to sleep and whatever. So you just kind of like are forcing yourself to stay up because you aren't seeing darkness. That's why absolute darkness is the best
light hygiene. Light, like, right. You know, like overhead light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's important to sleep in an all blacked out room, and I need to do that. I'm bad about that.
You know, I slept last night with a red light on. You heard about the functionality of red light?
I've heard about that. It like boosts your testosterone, right?
Yeah, there's like something with that, and then it is also like it changes your latency, so how long it takes you to go to bed. They say to put it in as a like kind of a back thought, like something like back, you know, it's in the back of your head, but you don't think it's doing anything, but it actually is doing something. So obviously, like there were times last night where I would wake up. I could just go turn it off, but if it was on a timer, it would be way better.
Right.
But I just like put it on, just kind of. I fell asleep, you know. It's like the red light really helps me fall asleep. I think, which is funny because I'm not going to mention it at all during the podcast. But I do have an app that I use to measure my sleep.
Right.
And whenever I do a journal after I wake up, that is one of the factors that plays in to the measurement of how I do things during the day. And so whenever I do the journal and I say I slept with red light on, my sleep is like 10% better.
Yeah.
Which is always like, wow, that makes sense. And I don't know, and then I fall out of habit, like by nature. It's like I just one night I'll drink and then I'm done, you know, and then that habit's gone. Yeah.
Fucks you up completely.
Same thing with waking up. Like I really want to. One of the things I want to get into is doing something when I first wake up. It's like a stimulant, you know. I want to use that as something that I use right away, you know. So most people use coffee because the receptors cancel out your tired or your, you know, like lazy kind of. That's why caffeine does what it does.
Yeah, you've heard about that, right?
Yeah.
About waiting like 90 minutes to drink coffee or whatever.
I heard about that recently, and 90 minutes is such a long time.
It is. It is
I hate
for sure.
it so
It
much.
is. It is.
I tried it. I was like 10 minutes.
I always do 90 minutes after
I'm
now.
like, well, no, you know, I'm not doing anything right now.
I know, yeah, because that's the best time to make coffee. You just get up, nothing to do
Get up
yet.
and do it, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, right.
It's tough.
I mean, yeah, and then I will say basketball, like that early in the morning, definitely helps. Yeah. It's crazy the effect it has. Yeah. I get up, I go get breakfast, like I get French toast. I come back home, it's like 7:30 to 8. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. And unfortunately, I do work a late night, so, you know. That's your one. Do I go back to bed? I would much rather get up, take a shower, do that, get up, take a shower, and then go right to work at like 9. You know what I mean? Yeah, we should work on being sleep optimizers. That should be our real specialty. We should be great at optimizing sleep. Yeah. But it does get like, as far as explaining it to people, it sounds very like cliche to be like, well, how do you sleep? You know, like if I'm having an argument with somebody and they're like, oh, I don't have the right mind. You know, because sleeping is one of the biggest factors into your functionality. Yeah, well, 1/3 of our life is spent sleeping. Yeah, right. The other's shitting. Yep. Shitting, pissing for me. Yeah. I know you don't piss, but I don't actually piss at all. Right. It's just one of my things. Yeah. I use everything. All the hydration I use. I cry a lot. So that, you know, that's the other thing. Boogies. Big boogies. I got big bogies coming out. Bogies. Bogies coming out me nosy. Yeah. Yeah. So, I think, but I'm saying it's like cliche to be like, whoa, how do you sleep? You know, like, do you sleep with all the lights off? Yeah. You know? Yeah. And then people that are younger than us, and we tell them like, hey man, take advantage of that while you can. They're like, why am I going to do that? I can sleep when I'm dead. Yeah. Like, yeah, but if you wake up and you don't do anything for 4 hours. Yeah. Well, you're not really helping yourself. If you sleep 2 hours a day, you basically are dead as a person. You just brain don't work no more. Your name's Keegan. You only sleep 2 hours a day. Keegan. And you start getting the raccoon eyes. Oh, they get raccoon eyes. Over time, you start to like. Yep. Maybe all Keegans like slowly turn into raccoons. Yeah. Their hand, the functionality of their hands gets smaller because they can't use their hands. Yeah. And they start stealing. They get bags around. They start taking stuff because they're running low on time. You know, yep. Gotta get going. Yep. They're just slowly raccoons. Full circle. Oh, we figured that one out. Yeah. Well, that's why we just figured it out. And Eric's turned into sludge that comes out of the back of your toilet. Yeah, we're back. Welcome back, shit pissers. We just solved a few just solved sleep problems, a few math problems, a few calculus issues. We were doing algebra. Carried the 3. 2. Carrying 3. 2. 1. And 3. We're back. Hey, and we're back. Let's go. Let's get right back into it. I know you have a really good point on not sleep deprivation. There's the other two that I had were love languages and how your brain works with entertainment and natural chemicals. Ooh. Being that you are somebody who is in school for psychology, true. I'm sure that you know a lot more about something like that than I do. Love languages just being how people. They don't talk about that. No. In school, they don't talk about that. They don't talk about love languages? No. They talk about, like. That's probably pseudoscience. Boosting serotonin and, like, medication was another one that I was like, medication, like. I don't want to be on medicine almost ever. Ever, yeah. Yeah. Because the moment, there's so much science behind, like, let's just say ibuprofen, one of the most common over-the-counter medicines. Mm-hmm. If you take ibuprofen tell me if I'm wrong here. If you take ibuprofen. I don't know. Oh, really? I don't know anything about this. All right, well. I was going to say that I wouldn't consider myself an expert on any of this. Fair. Well, I think. There, though. Yeah. Learning. Yeah. Well, maybe you can probably correlate something in here to what you've been learning. I don't like taking ibuprofen for certain aches and pains or headaches or all this stuff, because I don't want to build my system a tolerance to ibuprofen when I really need it. You know, because it's like a muscle relaxer. It's not a muscle relaxer, but it like it's very much like, you know, the same process like caffeine. It covers up those things, so it gives yourself more rest.
Yeah, I have no idea what ibuprofen does.
Yeah,
I don't take
It's
it.
just like a cover up. It's like
I think a lot of headache medicine.
It's a pain relief. It's a pain reliever.
If it's used for headaches, a lot of headache medicine is like a blood thinner, because the main reason for headaches is that your brain is like, there's like a lot of fluid in here, and it's like, it feels painful because of pressure. There's a lot of pressure in your head.
I can see that.
Ow, ow, ow. You know.
Ow, ow, ow. A lot. Yeah.
But you know, there's obviously there are bad effects to all of those painkillers. Like they'll mess with your liver. They'll mess with your. I mean, anytime you take anything, it's kind of like you have to weigh the downsides. Kind of.
Yeah.
You know.
I could see it.
There are downsides to all of them. Like anti-anxiety and depression medication is like pretty scary. But if they help you out, then I don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel like they should be a last resort.
It definitely should be a last resort, because you can be addicted to painkillers, and you can be addicted to anxiety medicine and depression medicine. And then if you don't have it, right? If you don't have it, then obviously because you've been conditioning yourself to receiving it so much that you become, if you're without it, you become like you become more induced on whatever you're taking it for.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just like, well, I don't ever want to be on meds, because like my dad's on pain meds because of his back right now. You know, and he's like, if I don't have pain meds, I'm always hurting. Well, if you recovered correctly,
right,
and you didn't like slowly, you know, like wilt away because of the, you know, things that you were dependent on.
Because the doctor's not going to tell you, be like, get in the gym, bitch. You know,
they can't tell you that.
Yeah, so
nutritionists could tell you that, but not a PhD or MD. I mean,
because I think but the problem is everyone knows that they should be exercising.
Yeah. I was running today, and
knows.
I was like, how are people in bad health? It's the easiest thing ever.
Yeah,
it takes 20 minutes to sweat a day.
It's fun too.
There's so many. Like I would argue that next to water, running is the best thing for you. Short distance running, not long distance running.
Right.
Short distance running is the best for you, because you're exhilarating your heart rate to a higher point. So that way, when you are at a resting point, your heart rate is lower.
Right.
Which means you're using less energy to live, and it's better for your cardiovascular system. It's better for your metabolism. I know a lot of people that are overweight use running as a remedy, because not only is your cardiovascular system's getting better because you're, you know, breathing harder and you're running, but also if you're doing it on an empty stomach, you're lessening the storage space, quote unquote, storage space in your gut, right? Because your body has to have energy from somewhere.
Yeah, it'll start using fat deposits and shit, yeah.
Right, so if you keep pushing yourself past your 80%, right, your 80% max heart rate, then your body's going to kick into that energy mode, and then you just slowly expose yourself to it over time. It could be a mile one day. You know, it really depends. Like, it's not a race. Like, just get up and go do it. Go out and walk around. Better for your joints, better for your mobility, better for your circulation. Like, there's so much, dude. There's like, and then the negative effects, what?
Nothing.
Like,
I mean, joint pain.
Joint pain.
Yeah.
Short-term joint pain.
Yeah. That is basically because, like, if you like,
risk of injury, I mean, kinda, sure.
Yeah.
Like, it's up there.
If like a faucet, faucet handles or whatever are just sit in the same spot for forever, next time you turn them, they're gonna be like, you know, because they got to get lubricated. Your body has to get lubricated.
It's very correlative.
Motion is lotion.
Yeah, and then you know, there's the health side of things with like water. You know, water's the best thing for you to ingest because your body is water.
Right. Hydration.
Your hydration. There's no, you know, other than like, I guess you could say bottled water sometimes is processed. So like maybe there's some science behind like, you know, but like when it's that minuscule, like, when it's that water, like processed water, like maybe it's being shipped from Fiji, so it has all the things that it's, you know, poured into pipes, whatever. But then you're like putting it up against soda, you know, it's like a syrup and soda water.
Yeah, I get annoyed with the internet or health on the internet because it's like they don't treat it like steps. Like, you should worry about your water quality when you're jacked.
Yeah, right.
Not right
Your
now.
water intake. Yeah.
I mean, drink a lot of water always,
Mm-hmm.
because it helps with literally everything. It makes your life better. But don't worry about what water you're drinking early. You have to worry about losing fucking weight, you know. And I'm not even where I want to be. So like everyone has to just get like the core tenets of health correctly, and then you can worry about like all the minuscule things that you can do better in your life. I feel like. I mean, I guess you can work on them, but
yeah, I don't know. I think
I
like
stress about water.
What else is there to, what's the like? All of America wants to know, how do you lose weight? Like, everybody wants to know how to use weight.
I think you could just walk.
Capitalist America can take over and say, well, you take this supplement and you know, and you do things during the day. Well, it's easier if your body produces those chemicals naturally that you're going to find in those supplements. Versus, I mean, unless you have a deficiency in iron or whatever, and you stand up and you're lightheaded.
Right.
Like, I feel like it's better to do that than to take some medicine that you're going to spend $60 on.
Right. I'm sure most people agree with that.
I think so. I don't know. Like, that's just my take on that. Somebody else might have something separate. And if you want to come on the podcast and prove me wrong, then you can do that. But
bitch,
I haven't talked.
But we will have golden.
That camera's dead.
Swords. Flaming.
Well, yeah, we're ready for you.
Yeah. So it won't be an easy day for you.
Yeah. And I have running shoes that I'm going to put on your feet, and we're going to talk about it while you're running around.
Depending on, no matter what shoe size you are.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch. Because
big problem solver. Running's a big problem solver because you can think about all the things that's wrong with you, and you know what to work on. It's like, I don't know. I ran that 5K, dude. Different man.
Yeah. I'd say that just if you're really fucking overweight, all you need to do is walk. Just walk every day.
Just
we should probably walk more. I mean, we walk a lot as like employees or whatever, but walking is really, really nuts. People say that if you like as a family, if you like eat dinner and then walk right after, it's like the best thing you can do for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like activating what it's supposed to be doing for you.
There's a lot of like actual like psychological health benefits to just walking a certain amount of time a day and stuff like that.
Have you heard of the guy that like stares into the sun?
Yeah.
Dude.
There's a lot of guys that do that.
What is up with that guy? Yeah.
There's a lot of guys that sun their balls now.
Sun their balls?
Mm-hmm. You heard about that?
No.
Dude, they take all their clothes off, they put their legs over their head, and just butthole and balls, bare butt, balls, and back, right into the sun.
Dude, the sun's up there like, come on, guy.
Yeah, like, hold on,
dude.
Yeah.
God.
No, yeah.
I'm just trying to, like, feed your plants, man.
Yeah, they said it's, like, the access point, for, like, health.
Dang.
I mean, some people have been doing it a while, haven't gotten cancer, but every time you look it up, people will say, don't do that, please.
Stop. Like, I love when, like, medical doctors come in and they're like, yo.
Yeah, like, come on.
Stop taking
please don't do that.
numbing lotion.
Yeah.
Stop
don't
taking
do that.
Yeah, it's like, that is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, like, who told you that?
There's what's that TikTok girl that Aaron keeps referencing? It's like, she, like, puts mayonnaise on hot dogs and eats it, and she's, like, doing a little dance. And people are like, stop her.
Don't know anything about that.
She does laundry detergent. She does all of these things.
You're going to have to send me that shit, because I need to see that right now.
It looks absurd.
Damn. You ever watch Nikocado Avocado?
Mm-mm.
He just eats all day. He gets like 100 Big Macs, fries.
Wait, he's a big guy, right? He sits in his car.
And he just eats all day, and they love it. People eat
just
it up.
Loves eating.
He loves eating.
That guy, dude. Shoo. Yeah.
Yep. But Liver King, big dude,
just got exposed.
He got exposed.
For steroids.
He suns his balls.
He suns his balls.
Yeah. He talks about it.
Well.
There's a guy on Twitter I follow that like is all about that too. Talks about sunning your balls. Talks about getting proper water quality.
I might get into that then.
Sun your balls.
Sun my balls. I got a window.
You have to do it really short amount of time if you actually do it, because I don't even know if it's good or not.
You don't want like direct sunlight, like direct heat on my balls.
Literally just like
my balls, asshole, and
dude,
my
imagine that heat. You're like ow. Like Mario.
It might feel good.
It might feel good.
Yeah.
It might feel euphoric.
Imagine taking like
a jerk off
a hot hand. Ooh.
Will you jerk off in the sun and your balls and your butthole?
You want to try it?
Yeah. Tomorrow morning. Me and you go out real early on the roof.
Yeah, we record it. Same thing. Your camera dies.
Oh, that's our podcast. Me and you are sunning our balls and we record a podcast while we
record. Yeah.
Now that's adventurous.
And we just put like a sticker over our balls.
Yeah.
But we're sitting there on a beach.
Sticker?
Yeah, like
You
want us to have our balls out on camera?
We censor it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A sticker.
I can't put a sticker on my balls.
Listen, I say things that I don't even know what I'm talking about, and then I explain them to you.
I got you.
Yeah.
Hey.
I don't know what a sticker was. Hey,
Hey,
getting
welcome.
word?
Welcome. Hey, I'm
Yeah.
getting word.
I'm getting word. Do you think that's it? I'm getting
What?
word. The podcast name.
That's not bad.
I'm getting word.
It's not
nice.
bad.
And you can do like a little like shush sign.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's a good plan.
We could get back. We could
Stop
get
it
to that.
now. It's pretty good.
I like stop it now.
Stop it now. It's nice.
I just don't say that.
Cut that shit out.
Who?
man.
Which one of us says stop it now?
Neither one of us.
Neither one of us says that.
We don't say stop it now.
But do we say I'm getting word anymore? I've kind of abandoned that joke.
We left it.
We left it in
Swept
2021.
it on the rug. Yeah.
Because people started adopting it. We
I'm like, hey,
what
that's
about
us.
bye
Bye bye.
bye?
Dude, bye bye lives forever.
Bye bye lives forever.
Yeah.
I won't let that one die.
It's nice. It's definitely really nice.
It's nice to be, whenever I get to be, the originator of things.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm really good at that. People will have. I'll do something, just put it out there. Everyone will sit with it, love it,
Mm-hmm.
and we start using it.
What do you do if like the Key and Peele episode happens to you, where you come up with bye bye, and then everybody's like, I love when Aaron says bye bye.
It happened. It basically
really
happened. Yeah.
That
they
sucks.
were like, dude, didn't Aaron come up with that? And I'm sitting here like, no.
No,
Yeah,
I wish I were high on pot news.
Yeah, but
I said that.
High
Billy,
on pot
shut
news.
up.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not cool to take other people's jokes. Billy's another one that's a terrible kid's name.
Sodium chloride. I just thought about that.
Yeah, good joke.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to talk about?
Nancy Pelosi. I
You've
told you.
You wanted to talk about Nancy Pelosi for hours.
I told you that I wanted to talk about her.
So Garrett and I actually went skydiving with Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah. It was shortly after her husband got beat in the head with the hammer.
Yeah, her husband got beaten in the head with hammer. Her husband got beaten in the head with hammer.
Do you remember the Hammer Bros from Mario Kart?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
would
that
throw
was
the
clean.
hammers.
Yeah.
That's who hit Nancy Pelosi's husband in the head.
Oh, you know what I was thinking of? I wasn't thinking of Hammer Bros. I was thinking of Ice Climbers from Smash Bros.
That's not at all what I said.
Yep.
Oops. Be harmonized there.
Yeah.
You want to do it again? I can't find that one.
Running out of ideas.
All right. Let's get out of here.
And that's why dogs are better than cats. So if you guys are listening still, congratulations, you made it to the end. This is where we're going to cut it. If you guys have any questions or any topics you think we should go over, be sure to let us know. I don't know what I'm going to put this on. As of right now, it's just the easiest method is to do it on YouTube.
Warframe.
Or Frame?
Warframe.
Warframe.
Mm-hmm.
We could put it... Isn't that a game?
Yeah.
We could put it in Warframe. You can find us on Google.
Spaces.
Yeah. Make sure you get the new Google Pixel.
Thank you.
Yep, because they sponsored this video.
They did.
And again, if you guys have any questions or topics you want us to cover, we can totally do that too. This could be something that we could make huge, or we could just share ideas with people, all of our friends that listen to it.
I'm not letting
Anyways,
any of our friends listen to this.
yeah, I hope not.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
My name's Doug. In case you didn't do that.
My name's Doug.
My name's Garrett.
This
And this is called
Piss in the Water.
Piss in the Water. All right, that's it. Bye-bye.